Here we are.
This is the
last block.
So you'll do this one 2 times. That seems to be the
way these
routine.
go.
Yes. But yeah, the last block.
Yeah, there's going to be some
border and
sashing, and then that's going to be it. So next month should be a pretty straightforward. And we'll show you guys while something's stitching out. We'll show you we've got it pinned in to where it's supposed to be, so you guys can get a sneak peek of finished piece too.
Yes,
or maybe you're on top of that and you've been doing it all on your own.
That's right. It's coming along super
It
cute.
is, and it is very, very cute.
Yes.
When you see it all together, the individual blocks are like, yeah, that's cute, but it's until you see it all blended and whatnot, it's very but it's very, very cute. So
yes.
I should probably put this on.
Oh yeah, I do have mine. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, today's block is pretty simple. We've got basic applique, just a little bit of fringe. So if you're gathering up your supplies, you'll want a little bit of your water soluble thread
for the bobbin thread
wound on a bobbin. Yep, and that's basically all the things that you'll need that are maybe not normal to what you have.
Right. Here. Otherwise, the rest of the block will be your standard embroidery bobbin, and we'll tell you when to change that out.
Absolutely. So we're starting with our usual. We have our slightly natural white colored thread in, and we're going to start with...
we're going to place the batting and then tack some fabric down and do some quilting.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The super fun stuff.
Yeah. It's so different from last time.
That's right. If you are layering your design pieces, don't forget to put your background quilting and then move your design down so that it matches the bottom of that background quilting.
So that line should line up with the bottom of the quilting pattern.
Yep.
Outside of the
cut line. Or it's kind of the cut line.
Outside of the batting line.
Yeah.
You want it the actual bottom line.
Right.
Not the bottom of what's the block going to see. Yeah. Actually, the bottom of the stitch lines.
Yes, that's right. But that will allow the stems to sort of be in the seam instead of floating in the air.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't really layer these very well, did I?
No. It's okay. It's okay.
All right. Look at that. Plenty of room.
Okie dokie. Oh,
which one?
I don't know. All right.
Let's try this view and see if that works a little better. So we've placed our batting on top, and we're just going to tack that little guy down. Try not to smack the camera.
Yeah, we must, when we put the machine back on the table, we must have changed
the
position.
Something. Yep. See what we get for moving the machine?
Yep. Trouble.
All right.
I know these are not your scissors. Are you looking for your scissors?
Go look on the other machine. I bet you they stole those too.
They probably did.
Be right back.
Okay. All right, we are going to trim close to the batting.
Right, am I good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're just going to trim. Oh, so much better. Found the good ones. Definitely know when your scissors are getting dull when they don't work everywhere.
Yeah.
That's kind of the key.
It's no fun trying to find the sweet spot, is it?
No, it is not. All right. So we could stitch this out if we want.
Or
Just
we
let
can
it go.
Yeah, sure.
So at home, if you are doing this like we are, you don't have to stitch a placement line because obviously you want to cover your batting with your background fabrics. But if you are more comfortable, by all means, it's just a little bit of thread.
Yeah.
So.
And sometimes the moving things around or going up and down in your hoop, in your thread thing is maybe not the easiest thing in the world, depending on the brand of machine that you're stitching on. So sometimes it's not worth the hassle.
No. If you don't know what button to push.
That's right.
All right, we have some cute green polka dots today. We're just going to make sure that that is centered everywhere. So we've got plenty of fabric on all edges, and we're going to tack that down. I really do love this color fabric. This is a fun one.
Yeah.
It makes me want to have a baby project to do.
The dots.
So somebody asked me about flannels the other day.
Oh, we've got flannels coming.
We have Kimberbell basic flannels coming in. No, do you remember the date?
I feel like November.
That sounds it's a couple months out yet, I believe, but it's going to be the basics, and that we didn't get all of them, obviously. No. We're going to start with some, see how it goes, but they're super cute. I'm very excited to see them and feel them and play with them.
We had Kimberbell flannel before. They had some.
We did.
They always felt so nice. So we're excited.
But they were for specific projects, not because we were carrying it per se. We got it for like pajama pants. Isn't that why we got it?
I think so. Yep.
But it was the same brand, and it was very, very nice for sure. This might take a minute.
Yeah.
That's pretty intricate.
Yep. Yeah.
Actually, it's only like 5 minutes. But.
Yeah. So we'll do a little movie magic for you, and we won't make you watch all of this. We'll be back.
We'll be right back.
Okay.
Here we are again. So we are doing the block by block pre-quilted. So there is that line at the bottom that is going to tell you where to align your block. That is also there if you're not doing pre-quilting, so that you know where the base of your block is.
Down.
So we're going to skip that. And then the next piece is going to do a tack down. This is if, again, you were not doing pre-quilting. So we're going to hit that down arrow or your plus thread sign and skip that color, so that we're going to go right into the embroidery. So we're skipping those 2 color stops because we did the pre-quilting. If you are not doing pre-quilting, you do need to stitch those out.
Yeah, so we are currently on color number 8 out of 20 because we have them combined.
Yes.
And we are ready
to do some green. So we're going to jump into the leaves. We have 2 colors of green for this block. We have the light green and we have a darker green. This is exquisite number 950. I think it's called Avocado. It's one of my favorites. My turn.
Your turn. Hand off. And we have, this is kind of the stem for the little stuff, not quite the...
And then a couple background leaves.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Just because I put that thread there.
That's right. That's right.
That's why we put our thread in the order. Then we know what the heck we're doing next, right?
We have the cute little blue round things.
The little flowers that we, they're ball shaped.
Yes.
And they're blue.
Ball shaped blue things.
Flowers.
Yes.
Yes. My turn.
Yeah, your turn. Got that?
Got it. All right. There we go. That works just fine unless the embroidery arm's right there, and then there's nowhere to put your hand.
Right.
All right, so we've got just a couple minutes of little blue circles.
Yes. They're cute. They stitch up
I do like these flowers. I like this flower has been consistent in multiple blocks, and I really like the way that it looks.
Yeah, it's super cute.
And this color I like as well. I think it's kind of a cross between purple and blue,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it comes out really nice on there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's definitely cute.
Very good.
More dots with our dots.
Dots with dots.
All right.
So we have some little blue flowers with circles,
Yep.
and we're going to now do some more leaves, which is going to be in the darker green color. And that one, we've got a Floriani on this one just because of the way that they shadings go together.
Floriani 238.
Which this is
I think that's
twisted.
around. Yep. There we go. It's
Not waiting to happen.
Flowing freely.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, I'll pass the buck here. I didn't do a very good job.
That's good. I got it.
So yeah, we have some stem, like the flower stem. It's a little bit more like a, kind of looks like it might be a triple stitch or something like that. More straight stitchy.
Yeah, and are there lines going into the flowers, I think, too?
Yeah.
Sorry about the arm there, guys. Got to reach that thread cutter way in the back.
I know, it's so far in the back.
far back. So we're just going to rock and roll. This should be pretty quick.
Yeah.
So we're going to hang with you this time.
Yep.
And then once we have all of this, we're going to move on to the large flower, which is purple. I like purple. It's still my favorite.
Dots.
It's more dots. More dots on dots.
Yep.
But
cute. It's a nice loop.
It is a nice loop.
Nice and smooth.
Yes. So I did finish testing all of those quilting
They were
files.
looking cute yesterday when you were working
Carol, that is not who I meant to say at all. Caitlin. I showed her how to work the buttons, and she didn't have to rethread it or anything. We were just doing the same, but she rocked it all out.
Awesome.
So she kept going. Hopefully all the starts and stops are good because I didn't get to watch because it wasn't there, but I'm sure it's just fine. They stitched out fine, so either way they'll finish.
You gotta teach Caitlin how to do the long arm.
We'd have to drop it down or give her a step stool because I don't think she could even reach the pro stitcher. But no, that would be fun. I thought she's always been interested in embroidery. She's just been afraid of the machine.
Sure.
And so we sat down yesterday and I showed her this, that, and the other thing. And when I showed her I said, now hit the threading button. And, I did the path, which is easy.
Yeah.
Showed her where everything was. And she was like, oh, yeah, I see it goes there, and it goes down, and it goes up, and then it goes down. I'm like, yep, that's how it goes. Pretty straightforward. I go, and then you do this, and now push that button. Oh, well, that was easy, she says.
It is easy.
It was very cute. So you don't necessarily have to change your thread for this stitch, but I always like to match it just in case something pops and shows through somewhere along the line. So
we have color ES1324. So it's a pretty purple.
You just came down?
I did.
Okay. I'm like, where'd you leave off?
Right there.
All right. So this is the placement line for our wrong button. This is the placement line for our, I was just talking about that threader, and evidently that's where my brain wanted it to. Yeah, one more time. And I unthreaded it in the process, which perfect. Let me just do that for you.
Please. After 8 years, I still haven't figured it out.
We're going to thread that one more time because 2 wasn't enough.
No, third time.
Here we go. Third time is the charm. So a lot of times if you hit your threader button an extra time,
it pulls
it pulled the little.
Except for, nope.
Interesting.
Maybe it's not picking up the bobbin thread.
I now also need to redo that. I didn't have any top thread for a minute before. Okay, let's cut here.
All right, we'll be back in a moment.
I'm just going to.
Okay.
Okay.
One more time.
Are we on?
We're on.
We're on. Here we go. Let's try again. My bobbin thread was definitely not in the right spot.
Yay!
We fixed it. It's the little things in life.
Yes. So this is our placement line for our purple applique fabric.
Nice big purple flower.
Yep, and that's a nice big smooth curve, so
I
it
might be able to cut that.
won't be too bad.
So we've got some more dots on dots here, our purple with white polka dots. We're going to completely cover that up and tack that down. See that batting through there. Doesn't quite match my nails, but it's close. I was talking to a customer about the zeal and the joy the other day, and you know, they were like, well, what's the differences between them? So I told them, I said, and then you have purple up here and you have pink here. So do you have a favorite color? And they were like, oh, your nails match the machine. I'm like, and my toes. No. It was fun. They do have a cute little decoration on them. I like the color pop. That's one thing I wish that Brother and Baby Like did. It is
more color,
flowers, colors, something on the machines instead of just the solids. But
give us a limited edition.
Just a fun something that we can do every now and then. All right, so we're going to just trim off those excess around the petals. Grab a few spools of thread as you go, or don't rather. All right, all set. There, we've got that guy.
Cute. It kind of looks like we got like candle wicking stitches.
I think that's correct. Cover up those little tip points that you maybe not got all the way trimmed.
Yep.
And stitch right on top of it so you won't even know.
That's right. So it's a couple minutes, so we'll be back in a jiff. To our creamy color that we did our background quilting with, and we are going to do some like decorative stitches detail in the purple flower here. So this will be really cute. There you go. And this is about a 7-minute stitch out on our machine here, so this one will take a few minutes to do. Probably just a lot of little, looks like a little satin stitches. But
yeah, it's going to literally go like through each thing a couple of times. So it's going to take a few. Like so we're going to get this started, and we will see you when it's done.
Yes.
Because somebody was on the phone with Hayden, and I don't think they came back and got it. But
okay. So that is super cute. You can't see it on the camera, but it is really cute. And now we are going to do the outline for the pink flowers.
So let's go ahead and change
to the dark pink.
It certainly wouldn't be a problem, except it's going to be really hard to. It's
reddish.
It's the red is the outline, and then pink is the detail. So
we have color ES529 on.
I probably would have chosen a different red if there was another red in here. Like the cherry 187 from Exquisite, but that's disappeared. I don't know where it is. I couldn't find it. So this one's pretty good. We're going to go with it. But you definitely don't have to stick with, any of the colors, but this one's definitely not the same one we normally use. But it's very pretty.
Yep, and you do have one piece for the two flowers, so it should span
the distance between both. And quite frankly, that beige, you would not have been able to see where to put it.
Right.
So this way you'll know if you're covering your petals. I won't say your butt. But then I did anyway.
It definitely looks like we've got a satin stitch covering this.
The edge of this one.
Yep. So even though there's little bumps there, it shouldn't be, you probably don't have to be too close when you go to
Right.
trim around.
Fair. All right, we're going to cover both of those little guys up. Just going to double check my corners. Make sure that back one, oh, we're definitely clear. So here we go. Oh, it's going this way. Okay. Actually, this matches that red in there pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty cute.
It's a little bit lighter instead of that deep, which actually maybe this was the good choice for that because the line in here is kind of a cross between pink and red.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe this is the bestest color anyway.
Bestest ever.
Bestest. Lots of little lines though. Little squiggly petals.
Mm-hmm.
It won't until this
I
stops.
know. I just like to hear the knock.
All
right, and we're going to trim around that.
I love how you say we.
I'm going to watch you trim around this. Comment on your technique.
Okay, that's fair. That's what you're here for, right?
I'm the commentator, the sports
Okay,
commentary.
I'm rounding
She's
the corner. Gonna go in the little dip here. Up and
Yeah,
around.
she's picking up speed.
Spin the hoop. I think I just clipped a stitch.
That's why it's nice it goes around twice, right?
Right.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard when you've got the two flowers there because they're together.
The
fabric doesn't have a lot
fabric
of give.
doesn't have as much movement capability. We're gonna just go the other direction now.
It's nice to have choices, right?
I like choices. All right, one down.
Or find a friend to drop us off. Right. Thank you. They're really cute. They're
Right.
smaller than you think, aren't they?
They are smaller than I thought they were going to be because I was like, how's that little piece of fabric going to fit for both? But it did.
And then we're going to leave the same color in, and we're going to do the satin stitching around the two flowers. And that's about a 6-minute stitch out on our machine here. And then we'll do a little detail in pink. And then we'll be putting in, we're pretty close to putting in our water-soluble bobbin. Getting there.
We're getting there. All right, here is that beautiful outline going around those flowers. Don't think that was the way to go.
All right.
All right, that is super cute.
It is. It came out. It really actually ended up being a great thread choice color. It
looks
cute.
really good. It's kind of a little brighter, which is nice. So
And
I take back that I would choose a different color. We did good.
yes, it was a good choice. All right, there you go. Now we're gonna do the outline around there. So it's kind of like not really an outline,
You did
but
the
like
take-up
I
lever,
did.
yes,
Yeah,
okay.
it's just a decorative stitch that's gonna go kind of split the satin stitch. I remember when they first started doing this, we were like, let's skip that. But now I think I've grown to love it.
It's grown on me.
Yeah.
I still skip it occasionally depending upon the project,
Yeah.
but we're going to do that because it's here. So I don't dislike it any longer.
Yeah.
At first I was like, I don't like
Yeah,
that. I like
no.
my beautiful satin stitch. Don't mess with my satin stitch.
Yeah.
But it gives it character, and this gives the dip of the petals with that, so you see it much clearer, which is nice. Nothing inside, just this one.
Just that, yep. And
then we're going to do some fringing.
Fringe, yeah.
All right, one more little outline like that. There's a baby. There are enough people who need help.
He's cute.
So we think Stella's doing that.
Oh, goodness. Okay, well, that is done. And then now we have these big satin type stitches, and we need to change our bobbin thread so that we have the water soluble in there. So we have our vanishing thread here. We always keep it in our little plastic baggie, and we did write on our bobbin because it does look like regular thread, and you don't want to have this in when you're doing regular stitching otherwise as soon as you get it wet.
It is a little shinier than ours, but there are a lot of bobbin threads out there that we know some of you use other ones that look literally exactly like this.
It looks very much to me it looks a lot like Floriani thread.
Yeah.
That high sheen.
It just has that little bit of sheen here. So we don't have a ton on this bobbin, but we're going to still use it and see how far we can get. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
So this is going to be in the dark gray. So we are going to...
we do have to put thread in it, don't we?
we do need thread to make this work. This is ES 1716, and it is one of the colors in our thread kit that we use, which was intended for Kimberbell use, but it doesn't have to be Kimberbell use. They, of course, work for many other things as well. So this first piece is going to be a circle of satin stitches. We have that water-soluble bobbin in, so we'll be able to bring those up as fringe here in a few minutes. Do I have a water pen? Probably not.
Yes, there's one right here.
Okay, is there anything in it? Oh, look at that. We are rocking it today. I think this is yours. Oh.
Yeah, it got broke. You can toss it.
Okay. And the gray flower, you want that?
You can keep it.
You don't have any use for it?
I have a purple one at home.
Okay.
So it's all good staying. Maybe someday I'll be like, when you're done with it. But no, I'm fine with it staying here.
Okay.
There could still be a little of me here.
I actually really like where it's at. I mean,
it looks
really
good
nice there.
Yeah, it's perfect place for it.
It looks really, really good.
Yeah.
All right, so that is the stitches that we're going to fringe. Now we need to do the center, which is going to hold those in place. So very important, we have to change out the bobbin. We have to put our standard bobbin back in. So that little bit of thread went a long way.
Yes.
So we're good there. This is my regular bobbin. I'm going to put that little guy back in.
We put our water soluble right back.
Felt like I missed the tension there, so hopefully I redid it. So hopefully that was... All right, so same top thread color. We're now going to do basically a circle that's going to hold all of those center pieces in. And with our standard bobbin thread, they will not wash out.
That is correct.
So very important you don't forget that. A little better close up. This is, we keep our thread and the bobbin in a bag. And we do have on the bobbin WS here. I don't know if you guys can see that depending on your light, but the WS stands for water soluble if we happen to leave that out. But I literally take it out of the bag, use it, put it back in the bag, even if I'm going to use it again in that same project. That way I don't accidentally get it mixed in with other bobbins.
Yep. And obviously, not every machine you can write on your bobbin. So if you
Right.
can't write on your bobbin, don't.
Don't, of course. Yeah, of
We
course.
don't want it to mess up your, anything in your machine. So.
All right, so that literally is all of the stitching. I'm going to leave it in. You don't have to at this point. You could pop it out. I'm going to leave it in at least at first, and we'll see if I need to manipulate it a little bit more. Then I'll pop it out. But we are going to work on these rings right here. So I just have a water pen here, and I am going to put that on there. There is an actual, this is actually the
It's the folding starch pen.
folding starch pen, but there's just water in it for the moment. So, and I'm using friction with the tip of that to break, if you will, or melt out that bobbin thread. Squeeze a little more water in there. So we want to get to where we just see our stabilizer in that ring. And you can kind of see there's two separate rings now. Instead of having them pulled in like this, they're standing up. So that means they should come to the top pretty easy. And this water has been sitting in here, so it's just a room temperature. It doesn't really matter. This pen doesn't have a replaceable tip. The Aqua pen actually has replaceable tips. So if you're using it for something like this, I would go with the Aqua pen if you're doing it a lot, because this tip can
it'll definitely
run out of juice. So is there a seam ripper? Yep, right here. Let's see if this works. So you can use lots of different things. I like the seam ripper, and I like to use the dull side. I just put them in and then try to pull those. And if you got it, they should pop right up. So you can see that I've got some fringe happening there. I'm just going to put I like to use this side of the seam ripper because there's no knife on that. And then I can just push. But it's a nice thin tool, so it gets in that seam line really easily.
And sometimes you can use the rubber tip on those seam rippers to grab it too if you're
so if it's like really loose, you can kind of pull.
Yeah.
But sometimes, even though you've released them in the back, they're still stitched into there. So
exactly. Yep.
You got to give it sometimes a little elbow grease to pop those up. And if they don't come freely, flip it back over and put some more water on the back. Now, if you don't have water-soluble thread to put in your bobbin, we would recommend that you put in a alternate color bobbin so you can see. Don't use your standard bobbin if you have to use regular thread instead of water-soluble, because it's too hard to see what stitch you need to rip out or cut or whatever you want to call it. So there is the center of one already fringed. Very cute. It's a little bit of 3D effect there. A little fuzzy in the center. I like the water soluble because it gives me loops here. If you are cutting on the back instead of the water soluble, you'll get straight lines of thread coming up, not loops of thread. Mm-hmm. So I also like the way this looks a little bit better. And you tend to get a little bit longer loop if you use the water soluble versus standard thread, because when you're cutting, you of course are cutting the threads too. So your fringe isn't quite as long in general. If you like the little bit longer piece and you're using water soluble, you can trim these loops. You don't have to have the looped edge if you don't like it. That's just a little extra time. Almost there.
Oh yeah, we didn't pull. Did we hold up our?
Not yet.
No, we'll do that after.
We can make our picture big.
Yep.
Almost all of them. There we go. So we've got 2 fringed centers there.
Cute.
So this one is, of course, the November block. And dun, da, da, da. This is a pinned version.
Yeah.
So we've got, oops, our pin didn't last here.
Yeah.
There we go. So this is going to be also sashed with the plaid. So you'll have a stripe that goes through there as well.
Yep. So you got your November block.
The
that'll go
November
there.
block is going to fit in there, and
and
then
then
at the
down.
bottom. So here's the bottom half, so you can see what all of those will look like. And then the green piece goes in, and then below the green piece you have the plaid
Yep. There's
sashing.
yeah, like the pink and green plaid
Yep.
sashing, and then you'll have your outer border. So next month is sashing,
Sashing and border.
and then
But all of the blocks, you have all of the files now.
yes, so cute. So cute. Yeah.
That is just darling.
Came out really cute.
So many different fun techniques and flowers
That's
that we
right.
did. It was great.
Okay.
So that is November. December, we will get you into how to do those borders and the sashing and literally putting everything back together.
I know. So
So much fun. So hope you guys enjoyed this block. I certainly did. I love fringe.
Yeah.
So it's always a good thing.
Plus it was a purple flower.
And it was purple. Yes. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
All right.
All right, guys. We will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.